One, two. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting with this event within the next 5 to 10 minutes. So please be relaxed, sit back, and we will be starting soon. Thank you. What do you guys think is gonna happen? Guys, then we've got your winner for this exhibition fight. And there you've got it, the guy in red, your winner taking the medal for that exhibition fight. Wonderful stuff between those two. In the ring, we've got Namo Letu all the way from the Overstrand representing his region. So he's going to be joining the blue corner, and we are just waiting on Sanjay Damon. For those of you guys who want to do some fitness or some fitness training, you guys are more than welcome to join the Via de la Rosa Fitness Center at Swartberg High School in Caledon. And that fitness center is led by the beautiful gentleman called Everett Arrington. Both of these two young fighters, boxing fighters, are doing all they can. Is that one going to be effective? Oh yes, it is indeed. Nomaletu fighting right back at Sanjay. Oh, there's some beautiful boxing right there. As you can see, they're giving a strike each one of them. How Nomaletu striking right back at Sanjay. Who's going to take this first round? What's going to happen? Let's take a look at all these punches being thrown at each other. Nomaletu giving quite a hard one. Still striking. And there's the end of round one. That is the end of round one between Sanjay Damon representing Fora and Nomaletu representing the Overstrand. What do you guys think of that first round? I think it's been absolutely exciting, absolutely amazing. All of these, both of these two guys throwing some really good punches there. And of course, led by our referee, Caroline Bond, of our round number two between these two beautiful young fighters, or boxers rather. Sanjay Damon representing Fora, as well as Nomaletu representing the Overstrand in the blue corner. I wish I could be that boxer sitting right there being cooled down by what it looks or seems to be one of the coaches. Ladies and gentlemen, get yourselves ready for some good boxing here today. Obviously, with the main boxing fights between Marius Hendricks and Cheslin Mostert. Back to the ring. Sanjay up against Nomaletu. Red up against blue. Some really good punches thrown by each one of them. Who is going to take this boxing round number 3? As the judges are taking a good look at who is doing what inside the ring under, obviously, the refereeing of Caroline Bonds. standing around in this ring. Don't you guys think these two boxers, young and strong, don't you think they're beautiful? Doing an absolutely wonderful thing here in the ring today, with obviously Sanjay throwing a couple of good punches there, right at the target. Namaletu standing around, the boy in red. Namaletu striking right back. Sanjay has to step at one or two. He had to give one or two steps back, but obviously Sanjay attacking right there. Very interesting. Take a look at the skills of these two young boxing stars. Weighing only between 27 and 30 kilograms. Sanjay Damon up against Namaletu representing the Overstrand. That looks like a pretty good punch thrown there by Sanjay up against Namaletu. These boys look like they know exactly what they're doing, with Namaletu dominating that couple of blows right there, and that's the end of round number 3 between Sanjay Damon representing Fora and Namaletu representing the Overstrand.
Deputy Minister for International Relations. Wat noem hulle dit? Internasionale betrekkinge of wat dan ook. Ja. Kelvin Boetes.
What do you guys think of that first 3 rounds? Our judges have made their decision. Who do you think is going to be walking away as a winner here today? Is it going to be Sanjay? Is it going to be Namaletu? Referee Caroline will give you that indication. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think is the winner? If you think Sanjay is the winner, make some noise for Sanjay. If you think Namaletu is the winner, make some noise for Namaletu. Our referee is ready. Are you guys ready? The judges making absolutely sure that they give the right indication as to who the winner is of this first fight in the cadets between Sanjay Damon representing Fora and Namaletu representing the Overstrand. Both of them weighing between 27 kilograms and 30 kilograms.
The winner is 2-1 blue points.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner for this first fight between Sanjay and Namaletu is the blue corner, Namaletu, representing the Overstrand. What a beautiful fight between these two young boxing stars. Absolutely amazing. There we go. I also want to extend a warm welcome to the Deputy Minister of International Relations, Mr. Alvin Bout. He's also joining us here today. Very welcome to you, Mr. Bout, Deputy Minister of International Relations. Our next fight in the red corner is going to be Melissa Kuswana, representing the African youth, and Sinofuyo Goniwe, representing the Overstrand. Of course, I'm looking forward to the main events, or the main boxing event, or the fights that's going to take place between these two strong men, representing the white collar fight between Marius Hendricks and Cheslin Mustard. I'm pretty sure you guys are looking forward to see that fight. Indeed, I'm looking forward, but for this moment, we are going to be joined by the beautiful Melissa Kuswana, as well as Sinofuyo Koniwe, representing the African youth and the Overstrand. Guys, are you ready to see some more boxing here today? Anybody ready to see some boxing here today? Make some noise. This boxing event obviously made possible by the sponsor Tirisano, obviously empowered by the supporters by the Tirisanomogo municipality, Mayor Mr. Kali Papir, as well as the Speaker Mr. Derek Appel. Another warm welcome goes out to our councillor all the way from Villiersdorp, Councillor Rina Minis, also here today. An absolute pleasure to have you guys here with us at this boxing tournament taking place here at The One on the R43 between Caledon and Hermanus. What an amazing day, a day of celebrating freedom, a day of celebrating our young stars, boxing stars for this matter, out here at the event called The One. As you guys can see, we are also streaming live on YouTube. And this live stream is made possible by SD Sound and Lighting. Our referee for this match is no one else than Mr. Colin Cedros in the ring between Melissa and Sinofuyo. Melissa in the red corner, Sinofuyo representing the Overstrand in the blue corner. Who's going to be the one taking this title? Some pretty good strikes and blows from either of them, or from both of them rather. Referee Mr. Colin Cedros making sure that these two boys know exactly what they do in the ring. Melissa and Sinofuyo, representing the African youth and the Overstrand respectively. Oh, some really good blows given there by Sinofuyo, representing the Overstrand in blue. And Sinofuyo is still coming as the referee, Mr. Colin, is making sure that they know exactly what the rules are in this ring. Sinofuyo uyabeta. This guy is, or this boy is hitting really hard. Sinovuyo representing the Overstrand. Liswa taking a step back, ducking that one from Sinovuyo Gonuibe. Representing, and that was interrupted by our referee, Mr. Colin Cedras. Melissa, representing the African youth. Right, these two boxers are ready. Oh, that has come to the end of round number 1. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Melissa Kuswana, representing the African youth, weighing 60 pounds or 30 kilograms, up against the blue corner's Overstrand young star called Sinovuyo Gonuibe. En dit is tyd dat ek my keel ook 'n bietjie nat moet kry. Round number 2 is underway between Melissa Kuswana representing the African youth and Sinovuyo Gonuibe representing the Overstrand in the blue corner. Oh my goodness, some beautiful punches thrown by both of these two young boxing stars. Looks like they don't want to wait another second to throw their punches. Both of these two young boxing stars are really into this fight, this boxing fight, and you can see they've practiced really hard and practiced really good for this day called Freedom Day at this boxing tournament. Melissa Kuswana up against Sinovuyo Gonuibe. Each one of them representing the African youth and the Overstrand. And these two young stars are showing really good skills, boxing skills. Of course, in this ring today, refereed by our Mr. Colin Cedras, making sure that everything happens according to the rules. The guy in blue obviously showing some really good skills. And our referee, Mr. Colin Cedras, making sure that things are broken up at this point. Some water treatment is underway for our boxing star in red. The guy called Simpiwe is sitting on my right hand side, indicating that I crossed a lot of, let me not say that word, but Simpiwe is sitting right next to me, also enjoying the beautiful boxing stars here today in the ring. And he indicates that he's with Celeste. He wants me to make that clear, so let's get that out of the way. Mr. Simpiwe. Ladies and gentlemen, our judges have made their decision. The winner, led by our referee, Mr. Colin Cedrus, is no one else as Sinovuyo Koniwe, representing the Overstrand. A really good and amazing fights, really interesting. Both of these two young boys showing some really good skills in the boxing ring. But our winner for this match, or this boxing fight between Melissa and Sinovuyo, is obviously Sinovuyo Koniwe, representing the Overstrand. Our DJ is going to be entertaining us with some nice tunes for the next minute or two as we are getting our next boxing fights underway between Asabu Kwaba, representing the African Youth, and Ethan Minis, representing Fora. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready for some more boxing here today? Well, thank you for that 1 or 2 yeah in the corner. In the red corner, we've got Asabu Kwaba, representing the African Youth, weighing 30 kilograms or 60 pounds. And in the blue corner, we've got Ethan Minis, representing Fora. Fora Villiersdorp, represented by Ethan Minis, with our coach, Mr. Sydney. Oh my word. And we've got a really good cheering coming all the way there from our coach from Villiersdorp, Mr. Sydney. He's making sure that these boys are doing a really good job here in representing Fora. Obviously, those two boys are going to be taking part in the next fights. Thank you so much for the castle lights. As you can see there, the people are making sure that my throat is being taken care of. But nevertheless, Asabu Kwaba, representing the African Youth, and Ethan Minis, representing Fora, obviously coached by Mr. Sydney, coming all the way from Villiersdorp. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready for some more boxing? Asabu Kwaba, representing the African Youth, up against Ethan Minis, representing Fora. What do you think is going to happen in this boxing fight between these two beautiful young stars, obviously representing each one of their communities? Asabu Kwaba up against Ethan Minis. And this seems to be a really interesting boxing fight between these two beautiful young boys on this beautiful Freedom Day out here at the one between Caledon and Hermanus on the R43. Lots of excitement happening here today. That is absolutely amazing. Obviously, the live stream made possible by SD Sound. Absolutely wonderful. Asabu Kwaba up against Ethan Minis. And with our new referee, there's going to be taking care of this fight is no one else than Nomatlelo Rulumeni. And our referee Nomatlelo Rulumeni making sure that she gives the rules to both of these two boxers, making sure that both of them know exactly what is expected from them as round number 1 is underway. Asabukwa throwing a couple of really good punches up against Ethan, who is just covering up for Asabukwa. This guy is really flexible on his feet, as you can see, training skills taking a really good effect in this boxing match. Ethan Minis fighting right back there at Asabukwa. What is Ethan gonna do? What is Asabukwa gonna do? Ethan giving a left punch there at Asabukwa, going right back at him. And he gives another one, and another one, and another one. Taking a step or two right back. Asabukwa coming right back there with a couple of punches, representing the African youth. And Ethan Minis representing Fora is the guy in red. Also making sure that he is just applying whatever his coach has taught him. Ethan giving a blow, putting Asabukwa on his back foot. But these two young stars are really up for this fight, as you can see right there. And that marks the end of round number 1 between Asabukwa Kaba and Ethan Minis, each of them representing African youth and Fora at this beautiful boxing tournament here today out at the one, obviously made possible by all of these beautiful people who are here with us today. And this particular fight that is taking place right now is refereed by the beautiful Nomatlelo Rulumeni. Our Mayor, Mr. Kalipapir, and his Deputy Mayor, Mr. Michaels. They seem to want to enjoy some sun outside as the boxing match continues inside of the ring between Asabukwa Kaba and Ethan Minis, representing the African youth and Fora irrespectively. Or respectively, rather. I beg your pardon for that one. And that has come to the end of round number 2 in this fight between Asabukwa and Ethan. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of round number 2 between Asabukwa and Ethan Minis, representing the African youth and Fora. And our final round, round number 3, is underway and obviously led by our referee, Nomatlelo Rulumeni. Oh my goodness, Ethan Minis taking Asabukwa down in a really good couple of punches there that was given by Ethan Minis and sent to the corner by our referee, the beautiful Nomatlelo Rulumeni, making sure that both of these two young stars are safe. And Ethan summoning across his feet right there as our judges are making absolutely sure they're capturing every single moment, every single punch as Ethan is on the strike, attacking Asabukwa. Asabukwa and Ethan. He's one of them three really good couple of punches in this boxing ring. Ethan striking back. Asabukwa seems to want to run away. But he's striking right back and falling over his own feet. And that marks the end of round number 3, the end of this match between Asabukwa Kaba representing the African youth and Ethan Minis representing Fora in this 30 kilogram or 60 pounds fights between these two beautiful young boxing stars. here today. Thank you, DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, and your winner in the fight between Ethan Minis representing Fora and Azabukwa Taba is no one else than Ethan Minis. Representing the blue corner, that was a really good fight between these two young boys. Ethan Minisena Sabukwa has done a really good job in the fights. Fight number 3, led by our judge, Mrs. Rulumeni. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure you guys are looking forward to the main fight that's going to take place between Mr. Marius Hendricks and Cheslin Mostert. Everybody is looking forward to this beautiful fight called the white collar fight between these two young and strong gentlemen. As we're all looking forward to that white collar fight between Cheslin Mostert and Marius Fransman, we are shifting and moving on to our next fight. Fight number 4 on the program between Kulunga Mdleleni and Anneliso Dlatlu, representing Overstrand and the African Youth, respectively. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are ready. Are you guys ready for some more boxing here today? A really good fight that had been taking place between Asabukwa Kaba representing the African youth and Ethan Minis representing Fora all the way from Verliersdorp. And of course your winner there was Ethan Minis representing Fora. But our next fight is going to be in the red corner, Kulunga Mdleleni, and in the blue corner representing the African youth is Anneliso Latlu. And of course your referee for that match is going to be the beautiful young lady Mrs. Caroline Barnes, who is going to make sure that these two young boxing stars are well aware of the rules that is applying for this match. And we are also looking forward to a really good boxing fight between these two young beautiful stars here at the One. So if you guys are ready, I am ready. Looks like the two young beautiful boxing stars are ready. And of course, that being said, Kulunga and Anneliso, rather, I beg your pardon, representing the Overstrand and the African youth. These boys are ready. If you guys are ready, we can be joining our referee, Mrs. Caroline Barnes, for that particular fight. Mr. John Michael, along with the Mayor Tivikla. Mr. Michael indicating that he will be taking on Mr. Derek Appel, who is the speaker. Speaker of the Theewaterskloof municipality, led by our Mayor, Mr. Kali Papier. They are also joining us here today. And Mr. John Michael, he indicates to me that he is going to be taking on the Speaker of Theewaterskloof municipality, Mr. Derek Appel. That would be a really interesting one right there. Ek weet een van die twee gaan die ander een doodslaan. Wie van wie gaan doodslaan, weet ek nie, maar iemand gaan iemand doodslaan. Hulle sê so. As dit nie gaan wees Mr. John Michael, hy gaan wees Mr. Derek Appel. Maar een van hulle twee gaan die ander een doodslaan. Ons gaan wag om te kyk wat gaan gebeur by die fight. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, Kulunga Mdleleni representing the Overstrand up against Anneliso Latlu representing the African youth, of course led by our referee, the beautiful and young, talented Mrs. Caroline Barnes, up for this next fight. In the blue corner, we will be having Anneliso Latlu, and obviously in the red corner then, Kulunga Mdleleni. As we're celebrating Freedom Day, 28 years of democracy, right here at the One between Caledon and Hermanus today, all of us are looking forward to this major fight that's going to take place between Mr. Marius Hendricks, known as the Killer, and Cheslin Mostert, coming all the way from Johannesburg. And that is going to be a really interesting fight that's going to take place. Referee, beautiful Caroline Barnes, making sure that these two young fighters are well aware of the rules that's going to apply within the ring. Obviously, rules that's going to apply that's going to apply for Kulunga Mdleleni in the red corner representing the Overstrand, and Anneliso Tlatlu in the blue corner representing the African youth. Our judges are ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? Round number 1 underway. That marks the ends of round number 1 between Kulunga Mdleleni and Anneliso Tlatlu. And that has been a really good round there, throwing each one of them a couple of punches at each other. And with that being said, I want to extend another warm welcome to our Deputy Minister of International Relations, Mr. Yalvin Buttas. Special welcome to you, Deputy Minister. And of course, this event is made possible by our sponsor, Tirisano Youth NPO. And of course, they are helping young people to build communities through the sports of boxing. And that, of course, is supported and endorsed by the office of the Speaker of the Tirisanomogo Municipality, Mr. Derek Appel, as well as the Mayor of Tirisanomogo Municipality, Mr. Kali Papir. And he is also joined by the Deputy Mayor, Mr. John Michael. And as the fight is continuing between Kulunga and Anneliso, we are taking you live on YouTube. And that comes all the way from the Fight Time Boxing Promotions here at the one on the R43 between Caledon and Hermanus. And Kulunga and Anneliso are doing a really good job within the ring of this boxing tournament. Mr. Simpiwe standing closer, showing some really good skills, but I don't know why this guy doesn't want to join the ring. Obviously he's scared of something. I don't know what that is, but Mr. Simpiwe is also standing here next to the boxing ring as the fight continues between Kulunga Mdleleni and Anneliso Tlatlu. Each one of them representing the Overstrand and the African youth. As the referee is taking really good care of these two young boys, referee Caroline Bonds, making sure that they know about the rules that apply within the boxing ring. Round number 3 underway between Kulunga Mdleleni, representing Overstrand, and Aneliso Mdlatlu representing the African youth. Final rounds underway, judges making sure they're capturing each and every moment of that. And of course, the referee within side of the ring is the beautiful Caroline Bonge, making sure that these two young boxing stars are abiding by the rules that applies in this ring. And that is the end of round number 3 between Kulunga Mdleleni and Aneliso Mdlatlu. Ladies and gentlemen, our winner for fight number 4 between Kulunga Mdleleni representing the Overstrand and Aneliso Mdlatlu representing the African youth is fighter from the red corner, Kulunga Mdleleni. What an amazing fight there between these beautiful young boys in the boxing ring. As we are getting our next two boxers ready. And they are Oyama Konde up against Simanye Mbukushe, representing the African youth in the red corner, and the Overstrand in the blue corner. That has been a really good fight there between Kulunga Mleleni, representing the Overberg, or the Overstrand rather, I beg your pardon, and Anneliso Dlatlu representing the African youth. And as we're moving to fight number 5 on our program for today, we can announce that Oyama Konde from the African youth will be up against Simanye Mbukushe, representing the Overstrand in this beautiful and lovely Freedom Day boxing tournament. And I will say it again, I'm looking forward, and I believe a lot of you guys are also looking forward for the white collar fight that is going to be taking place at number 9. And that is a fight between Marius Hendricks, or better known as Killer, and Cheslin Mustard, all the way from Johannesburg. Marius, or Killer, all the way from Caledon. And these two fighters, or boxers, are ready to take on each other, and I must say I cannot wait to have a look and see who is going to walk away in a victorious manner in that particular fight. And making absolutely sure that every moment is captured and photographed, or photographs rather. We are absolutely privileged to have Mr. Sydney Armut here today, all the way from Caledon, and he's capturing each and every moment of all these fights that are taking place here today.
Coaches, Bzee! We're waiting for your boxers.
Ladies and gentlemen, because of the fact that Simanye is not going to fight, we've got a walkover winner. No one else than Oyama Kone. There is a walkover win there by Oyama Konde, and that is because of the fact that Simanye is not going to fight, so obviously Oyama taking the title with a win there. So next up, we want to call up to the ring Aglume from the Overstrand and Yanga also from the Overstrand. That is going to be fight number 6 on our program. And also for those of you guys who are joining us live on the live stream from SD Sound and Craig V, thank you so much for tuning in and thank you so much for watching from your comfort zone. And you are obviously tuned in to this live event here, coming all the way from the one which is on the R43 between Caledon and Hermanus. Beautiful vibe, beautiful atmosphere, as the cameraman will show you around what the vibe is about here. A lot of people joining us here in the fights. Of course, we've got Mr. Sydney Armoots, Mr. Donovan Thomas, and these people have been traveling from Verliesdorp, Caledon, Hermanus, and also the Overstrand, and always welcome here today. Always beautiful, always showing some love at this Freedom Day tournament, or boxing tournament, taking place here today. As you can see, beautiful young people here, and also boxing lovers sitting here today. And that is why this day is really important, marking 28 years of democracy, 28 years of freedom in South Africa. And the live footage is made possible by SD Sound as well as Craig Versace or Craig V. Ladies and gentlemen, because of the fact that the other fights are not going to be taking place anymore, we are moving Yes, as I was saying, because of the fact that the other fights are not going to be taking place anymore, we are getting ready for the main fight, the white collar fight between Marius Hendricks, known as the Killer, and Cheslin Mostert, known as the Predator. As you just saw there, Marius Hendricks warming up here. These guys are getting ready. They are really in to this fight, and they are really warming up here. Marius Hendricks stretching his legs, and Cheslin Mostert also getting ready, warming up in the room here behind the boxing ring. Marius Hendricks weighing 103 kilograms up against Cheslin Mostert, known as the Predator, weighing 90 kilograms. I am really looking forward to this fight, and I believe a lot of you guys who are watching live, as this live stream is made possible by SD Sound, as well as Craig V. These two fighters or boxers are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the main white collar fight between Cheslin Mostert and Marius Fransman? Are you guys ready? Dames en heren, is julle reg vir die hoofgeveg? Marius Hendricks up against Cheslin Mostert. Killer up against the Predator in this main white collar fight that is underway. Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready for your main white collar fight between Marius Hendricks and Cheslin Mostert? Are you guys ready? I can't hear you. Are you guys ready? Dames en heren, as julle gereed vir die white collar fight, die main een tussen Cheslin Mostert en Marius Hendricks. As julle gereed? Are you guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, I am presenting to you, entering the first one of the ring, Mr. Marius Hendricks. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the killer, Mr. Marius Hendricks. Obviously taking his time with the intention of making a huge entrance, killer Mr. Marius Hendricks. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Marius Hendricks. Weighing 103 kilograms or 206 pounds, killer Mr. Marius Hendricks. The boxing fight we've all been waiting for all Freedom Day. In the ring, we've got the killer, Mr. Marius Hendricks. Killer Marius Hendricks in the ring right there. Ladies and gentlemen, now for the contestant of Marius Hendricks, put your hands together for the Predator, Mr. Cheslin Mostert. Weighing 180 pounds or 90 kilograms, Mr. Predator, Cheslin Mostert. Here he comes, ready for good action. Obviously within the ring, Cheslin Mostert, better known as the Predator. And our referee that's gonna be taking care of this fight, obviously being the main fights of the day, out here at the one is gonna be no one other than Mr. Colin Cedrus. He's going to be the referee for this boxing fight between the killer and the Predator, Marius Hendricks and Cheslin Mostert. Eye of the Tiger fighter, the killer Marius Hendricks, making sure he's making his last stretches into the corner, talking to referee Mr. Colin Cedrus. We've got some real cheering coming from the crowd for the killer Marius Hendricks. as he's jumping up and down within the boxing ring, obviously in the blue corner. And referee Colin Cedros making sure that the Predator or Cheslin Mustard is 100% ready. A referee calling the two boxers together. Making sure that they are well aware of the rules that apply within the boxing ring. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Here we go. Killer up against the Predator. Marius Hendricks up against Cheslin Mustard. As things are starting really slowly into this first round of the fight between Marius Hendricks and Cheslin Mustard. Killer up against the Predator. Who do you think is going to walk away as a victorious boxer in this fight between the Predator and the Killer? Referee Mr. Colin Cedros making sure that things are happening according to the book. And the referee has to make sure that the Killer is 100% fine before he continues the fight with the Predator, Cheslin Mustard. Cheslin giving a really good strike there at Marius, and another one following. Another left one. And Cheslin is taken up against the ring. And Marius going a little bit low, but Cheslin has that under control. Who do you think is going to walk away victorious from this fight? The Predator, Cheslin Mustard, showing some real good skills there. Up against Marius Hendricks, and that has brought us to the end of round number one between the Killer and the Predator. The Killer, Marius Hendricks, weighing 103 kilograms, or 206 pounds, up against the Predator, Cheslin Mustard, weighing only 90 kilograms, or 180 pounds. And it looks like Marius Hendricks' coach is going to take over. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just for exhibition purposes, as the coach of the Killer is taking over to fight up against the Predator, Cheslin Mustard. A really good couple of blows thrown there by the Predator. Another good left one there coming through, striking right on target. Cheslin Mustard, or better known as the Predator, showing some really good skills in this boxing ring. Up against the coach of Marius Hendricks. Throwing a really good couple of punches back at Cheslin is the coach of Marius Hendricks. And Cheslin has taken him back a couple of steps as he still continues to dominate this fight in the boxing ring. As you can see, Cheslin Mustard, better known as the Predator, taking really good care of this coach of Marius Hendricks, showing dominance in this round between the two of them. Referee, Mr. Colin Cedrus, he is taking some action. And that marks the round, or the end of round number 1. And the two boxers are asked to just exit the ring because there are some safety issues with the boxing ring. They just need to take care of that real quick before we are going to continue this fight in the boxing ring. A really good atmosphere, some people cheering and singing here. As you can see right here, take a listen to this. A really great atmosphere just on the outside. Really good vibe outside here of this event as the fight is gonna continue between the coach of Marius Hendricks and the Predator Cheslin Mustard. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can we have all of your attention, please? Okay, guys, so this is what's happening now. Because of the fact that this fight has not been just any fight. This has been a really good fight, and unfortunately, some of the boards inside of this ring has actually shifted because of the impact that the fight had onto the surface inside of this ring. So the fight, unfortunately, cannot continue because of the safety of both of these two beautiful and strong boxers right now. So both of them are walking away as two beautiful champions here today. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands and mine for the Predator and the Killer, Marius Hendricks and Cheslin Mustard. That was, of course, refereed by the one and only Mr. Colin Cedrus. And unfortunate occurrence there in the life of boxing, I have to say. These things do not happen all the time, but obviously safety first, and that is our main concern. And that is, of course, what's happening here today. So both of them walking away as champions and winners. The Predator, Cheslin Mustard, and the Killer, Marius Hendricks. Both of these two young, talented, strong boxing men walking away with a gold medal each. Cheslin Mustard, known as the Predator, as well as Marius Hendricks, known as the Killer. They are walking away as two individual winners or champions from this boxing tournament taking place today here at The One, live from the R43 between Caledon and Hermanus. And we are also joined by our Councillor Rina Minis. What do you think about this boxing tournament on Freedom Day today?
Very, very, very exciting tournament. I thank the guys who did this because really this day is well appreciated. Thank you so much, Mr. D.
Have you enjoyed your day this far?
Really enjoyed it this far, all the entertainment, everything. I enjoyed it super, super. Thank you.
Some young talent, some young enthusiasm coming from our local communities, and the young boys, young stars showing some really good talents here today. And obviously this is something that we want to pursue, that we want to take forward in our communities, empowering these young kids, keeping them busy with something like a boxing tournament as they show their skills here today.
Yes, as a councillor in Theewaterskloof municipality, I believe we can contribute to the uplifting of the youth, especially this arts and culture part of department. And yes, as a municipality, we need to encourage local artists to take part in boxing and all the other sports codes in the vicinity.
Thank you so much. That was Councillor Rina Minis coming all the way from Villiersdorp to join us live here today at this boxing tournament here at The One. Let's take a walk right over to the two boxing stars, Mr. Cheslin Mustard and Marius Hendricks. We will see if we can get a word in there from each one of them. And that is really unfortunate that we saw happening because of the boards inside of the boxing ring that actually shifted. So we just want to get a word from each one of them quickly. Here we are joined by the Killer, or as he is known as the Killer, Mr. Marius Hendricks. What were your thoughts before this boxing tournament started?
No, I thought that I would have beaten Cheslin, the Predator Mustard, but I'm very grateful for Tirisanomogo Holdings and all the other sponsors, as well as my gym, Tirisanomogo Fitness in Caledon. And I want to thank the crowd for their outcome. Thank you also to the producers of the media and Mr. G Productions. Thank you very, very much. But I thought that we could have had a better day. Unfortunately, the ring collapsed, so there's no winner but a draw. But we will have a rematch on 9 May in Empress Palace in Joburg. We will have a rematch.
Fitness is one of the key measures that has to be in place. Do you think you were fit enough to take all these 3 rounds right through up against Cheslin Mustard?
No, I wouldn't take 3 rounds up, and I agree that fitness was not on standard, but I plan to have a knockout in round 2. So that was our plan. My coach instructed me to have a knockout in round 2, as I'm not fit enough to beat him in the full 3 rounds or technical points.
General thoughts overall between of the fight. One last thoughts going back to the fight between you and Cheslin.
Last thoughts is Cheslin is a great athlete, and he's going to partake in 3 more fights post this one, as well as 2 international fights, I believe. So I just want to wish him luck, and that he may prosper in the rest of his fights. This was my first, but not my last fight. Thank you, Mr. G.
Thank you so much. That was the killer, or known as Marius Hendricks. And we're going to try to get Mr. Cheslin Mustard out here to just come into a quick interview. He is obviously known as the Predator, and he was up against the killer Marius Hendricks. Mr. Cheslin Mustard. Mr. Cheslin Mustard, what are your thoughts, or what were your thoughts before this match started here today?
I think it's the platform that we created for young kids. That's the main thing, is to demonstrate to kids that you can fight inside the ring and not outside the ring. So boxing is about discipline. And you saw in the fight with Marius, who gave a good fight, it's all about the discipline, the work that you put in before the fight, and you reap the benefits in those 3 minutes.
Yes, you are. I mean, all of us could see that you showed real dominance in that first round when the fight started there. Have you prepared for this? How long did it take for you to prepare for this fight today?
Yeah, it took 2 months with my coach, Frans, who's been a South African champ, so he's a great coach. And it's all about physical. It's about getting the work done on the road, getting the work done in the gym, and then you come back to the ring and you reap the benefits.
Your plans in terms of boxing for the future?
I'll take a rematch with Marius anytime, but anybody can challenge me. I'm 54 years old, and I can challenge any 54-year-old to take a challenge.
Thank you so much. That was the Predator, Cheslin Mustard, coming all the way from Johannesburg. And as you heard there, he said he challenges every 54-year-old to come and have a match with him. Obviously, that guy is really fit. He showed some real good dominance in that fight between himself and Marius Mustard. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunate that we had to cut that boxing fight because of some safety risk issues that we had to take care of. But for now, our referee, Mr. Colin Cedrus, he's joining us here. And Mr. Cedrus, what were your thoughts about the match between Marius and Cheslin?
That was a heavy bout. 2 heavyweights fighting each other with different styles. But it was an excellent bout, 2 strengths from different sides.
Yes, and based on your experience, what do you think, how could they improve on their next set of matches that's up against them?
I think it's more improving on the tactics. Cheslin is a very, you can see he's got the basics right. With the other boxer, he needs to improve on his tactics and his techniques also, because with his boxing, he can improve a lot. He's got the punch, but he just needs to improve on that.
As a professional boxing referee, what message could you, amateur referee, thank you for correcting me on that one. What is the message that you could give to our young kids out there?
Use the sport as a tool, as the sport will teach you a lot of things. It will teach you discipline, respect, and also teach you self-control, because a lot of kids, a lot of people outside even in the prisons, they use this sport to control the tempers, they control the whole emotions inside, because a lot of kids outside, they have, there's nothing positive for them to do. So rather go into the gym, hit the bags, and that is how they can relieve stress. Guys, remember, depression is real outside, and our kids is young, they also suffer from depression. Boxing is a good sport for them to release all that stress and depression out of their bodies.
Thank you so much and good luck with your future endeavors there, referee Mr. Colin Cedrus. That was one of the referees, Mr. Colin Cedrus, and he has actually done a really good job here today at this boxing tournament. And as we continue this live stream with SD Sound as well as Craig Vasagie. And I must say, this is a really good environment, really good atmosphere, and a really good vibe here today at the one right here on the R43 between Caledon and Hermanus. As you can see, a lot of people are actually, they enjoying what is happening here today, empowering young kids not to fight out on the streets, but in fact to take their fighting skills into the boxing ring and show how they can be talented, or how their talents can be of a benefit for them. As you can see, I'm sitting with people coming from Verliesdorp. There we have Mr. Neil, Mr. Kangelani, Mr. Niels Minis. All of these people came from Verliesdorp. And not only from Verliesdorp, people here from the Overstrand, of course, from Hermanus, from Caledon, and people coming from all over to join us here at this beautiful and wonderful boxing tournament as we are streaming live on YouTube with SD Sound. Some more amateur matches are on the way in the boxing ring. I think and believe that the issue has been fixed. So we're going to be continuing live further to see what is going to happen next with the matches that is following. But thank you so much for you guys that's joining on our live stream. And I have to say, if you are not here today, you are missing out on quite a lot of action that's actually taking place here today. Mr. Simpiwe is walking right past me. He's one of the crew members. Can you just for 1 second, sir? I see you are in here. You are enjoying every single moment of these matches and the boxing tournament and the skills and the talent that's being shown here today. What are your thoughts about this boxing tournament taking place here today?
No, it has been a good day for the kids. It has been a good day for the community. I must say, the boxing match. But Marius needs to go and gym. That's all I have to say.
Why do you think Marius has to go in gym? Why do you think that?
He's unfit and he was not prepared mentally and physically. So the only thing that we need to do is to train Marius, and we need a rematch. Because it's not fair that it was now a draw. We needed a winner. So I'm sure Marius will go back to the drawing board, gym, make sure that he doesn't eat too much steak, make sure that he does not eat too much pens and benechut, and hopefully Marius will come back fit. I know for a fact that Marius is a fit person, he's a Wostonar, but Marius must come back and make sure that he is fit. That's all I have to say. Marius is not fit.
Thank you so much. That was Mr. Simpiwe right there claiming that one of the boxing contestants were not fit at all. But I don't know. I cannot confirm that. Of course, I don't know what the stands are with the fitness of Marius. But thank you so much for joining us live here on SD Sound and Craig Vasagie live from YouTube, as we're going to be taking some live future SD audio and lighting. Thank you so much for correcting me there. My apologies. So SD audio and lighting, they are the people who are making sure that every single moment is captured and streamed live for you guys to enjoy from wherever you are watching. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for you guys who joined us here on this live stream. We are going to be doing some more boxing, or that's what I think. Let's just find out and see what is happening inside, and then we will continue giving you some more live coverage here today. Yes, as we all know that this event that happened here today is an event that of course empowered Freedom Day, and we know we're celebrating 28 years of democracy, 28 years of freedom on today, which is the 27th of April 2022. And some live coverage here today made possible by SD Audio and Lighting. Very, very great job done by them. And we would like to thank all the people who were involved in organizing and hosting this event. We've seen some really good talent by some youngsters, some small kids. That is exactly what we want to do. We want to empower these young kids, show them that of course it's not necessary to be out there doing all these bad things, and but of course there are good things that they can do, and these are one of the events that we use obviously to empower these young kids, to show them that there is a life, and of course made possible by sports and culture. And we've seen here today some great fights from some beautiful young talented boys in the boxing, and we have also seen a really good fighting match between Marius Hendricks and Cheslin Mostert, known as the Killer and the Predator. But unfortunately things didn't go as planned because of some safety issues, and of course that is one of the things that we need to take care of and need to consider first before anything else. So that is basically in a nutshell what happened here today. Of course, Freedom Day, we're all celebrating Freedom Day today on the 27th of April, and today is one of those days where we take the moment to celebrate these 28 years of democracy, 28 years of freedom. Of course, we have the Tirisanomogo municipality. The mayor was here, Mr. Kali Papir. We had the deputy mayor here, Mr. John Michael, as well as my comrade, Mr. The speaker, Mr. Derek Appel, and all of them have really put in some great effort in making this day possible. So we would like to thank them, thanking the people who made this event possible here, hosting all of these beautiful young talented boxers, as well as the two main boxers for today. And as they indicated earlier, that they are ready to give you some really good action in their future boxing events. So for those of you guys watching from home, this is me, Mr. G, coming to you live from The One, all the way out here on the R43 between Caledon and Hermanus, as we're ending off this live coverage from this event called The One. Obviously made possible by SD Audio and Lighting. Thank you very much.